Today we're shooting an ad with the KTM 150. This is Melvin. He's an up-and-coming rider from Long Island. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of this kid. You could win this bike for $50. There's 200 spots total. It ain't coming with the swag and all the moves that he's doing on the bike, but it does come with a stand and it does come with the helmet that's on his head. You're gonna see this bike in action right now. You could win it for $50. Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, who that?
Yeah, what you know about trapping out them late nights? What you know about staking out on wolves on after great whites? I done been the deep inside this shit where I could think right. Bullets in my body, I don't feel nothing. Bullets hit your partner while you leave him, still ain't kill nothing. Laid up in the hospital, a couple niggas give up. Niggas mention me, you really informers. Crazy think if niggas been not factors. Ain't trying to hit on none of them niggas backwards. The planet's name.
You want to film me next to my workbench with a million other fucking Banshee problems? We're now on part 3. I think I might have just jumped in the last time and I started piecing it together because Austin's been editing these videos. We've come to realize that I kind of didn't really introduce or talk about what's going on, but we got everything back. It looks amazing. Our goal today is to pretty much build it up so it's a roller and it could lay flat on the ground without having the jack underneath it. I just got all the parts back from Smike, who vapor honed everything for me. That's a machine that I'm definitely investing in because it really does clean up everything and make it look like straight out of the factory. So it's all cleaned up now. All the aluminum, it looks great. He did that on the wishbone, the front hubs, the calipers, the carburetors I have over here that I need to build up. But like I was saying, I think the main goal today is just to get it as a roller. And once we have it as a roller, we'll put the motor in. It's probably gonna be quick after that because for the most part, I think like this is just the hardest. Putting in the tie rods, the hubs, piecing it all together, all the little parts is pretty much straightforward. You know, while we're building up this build, I have a bunch of other shit going on though too. So I have a giveaway going on right now. I have another complete full build that we're gonna be doing, and then have some bikes coming in and out that are just quick flips. This one, and every time we watch it, we laugh, but in the beginning of this series, when I first started breaking it down, what's going into it, I kind of estimated a price of what it's gonna cost me. I'm hoping to spend nothing more than this right here. I just want you guys to know, now that we're on part 3, we have blown past that. I think in total, I wrote 9,500. Yeah, I think that's what I spent in parts alone. I'm gonna tally up everything. Once this thing is finished on the floor, we'll tally up, we'll go through all the receipts. I've kept everything for records. It's gonna have 0 miles on it. I don't think I'm gonna be doing a giveaway with this one. If I did a giveaway, I'd be losing money. So pretty much, I just wanna make my money back. I don't care about profit at this point. I just want my money back. We're gonna end up selling it. The person that takes it is gonna be one lucky person because they're gonna have a crispy ass fucking Banshee. The 2004 that we're turning into a 2009 today, we're gonna start piecing it all together right now.
I'm looking for a dime. That's top of the line. Cute face, slim waist with a big behind. I need a dime. That's top of the line. Cute face, slim waist with a big behind.
You want this money, then you gotta be a
Bad bitch.
Shake that ass for the tip if you a
Bad bitch.
Drop it down to the floor if you a
Bad bitch.
Oh no, she ain't a hoe, she just a
Bad bitch. I'm in the club looking for a bad bitch. In the
This is going absolutely terrible. Everything takes 20 times longer than it should over here at the Bonzi garage. You don't think I should fuck with it, huh?
No, don't, because if you fuck it up, like, yeah, that one we're gonna have to, like, really
This is gonna have to get chopped this side so it's flat, right?
kind of basically have to, like, file it down enough so the threads start, like, kind of down further.
All right, I'm gonna wait because I'd rather like not fuck it up and have to deal with another A-arm. Dude, it literally is like, this one has like an incline and this one's kind of like the same fucking thing. I remember when I was trying to, we have the fucking footage of me beating it, I'm sure. Just roll the fucking footage of me beating this thing.
Trying to think what the fuck I want to do here now. Ooh, Savarashi.
a lot looking for a bad bitch. Everywhere I go, I'm trying to find that bad bitch. You know me, I gotta keep me a bad bitch. Freak in the morning, freak in the evening. I'm looking for a freak when I'm done block bleeding. Now take me to a house, tease me, then please me until all the
So the last time we were filming this video, I couldn't get the A-arm ball joints onto this. The nut didn't want to screw, so I had Smike come here, he grinded them down, pretty much just put these on for me. So I think today we're gonna put these guards on right here. These came off of another bike, pretty nice, so I'm gonna throw these on here. We'll put the front rad on, we'll run the front brakes, maybe potentially even putting in the motor. I mean, that would be like the goal. Everything's pretty much been done. It's just been a matter of a nice 3-week interval before we even start filming for every fucking video. So this thing's just been sitting. There are a couple parts that I needed to get for it. Obviously, you know, this is like pretty much a brand new build. So simple things like this hose right here, you can see it's dented. I just went out and I bought a brand new one. There's a couple other little parts that I had to buy brand new too that we were missing. So we need a new oil cover, right? So this goes here with these insulation things that they got going on. The carbs were freshly vapor honed, so I'm gonna start putting those back together. I bought some fucking eBay rear brake master cylinder and it's absolute jop. Don't buy it. It doesn't actually fit on the Banshee. So what I ended up doing is I had a part out bike. It was actually an 06. The last Banshee was made. The rear master cylinder was actually pretty decent. So we're gonna run that on this bike. Instead of having the faded yellow cap, I just bought a brand new one for reservoir. And then I bought a new brand new cap to go with it. All the parts that are going on this bike are pretty much brand new. Funny thing is, it's already sold, right? So someone had bought this bike and the yellow 97 back there as a little combo. Yeah, we're just gonna start piecing this thing together. Hopefully fucking speed up the process, get it done, and get it to its new owner. The seat over there, we didn't even gotta get into that. Let's just fucking put this thing together.
Man can't tell me nothing about this coke. Can't tell me nothing about this crack, this weed, and my hustling niggas. Niggas on the corner, I ain't forget you niggas. My triple B niggas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal. It's rules to this shit. I wrote me a manual, a step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on track. Not your wig pushed back. Rule number uno. Never let no one know how much dough you hold. Cause you know that try to breed jealousy, especially if that man fucked up. Get your ass stuck up. Number 2, never let them know your next move. Don't you know bad boys move inside?
The last time that we were filming, Austin went home and I continued working on it and kind of went crazy. Put the pipes on, put the gas tank on, connected everything, started it for the first time, put the front rad on, the front bumper, the chain, the skid plate, ran the fucking brake line, put the pods on. Yeah, I definitely went crazy. I remember right after you left though, I was having the worst time putting on the fucking headers. I've never had this problem before. Normally I don't run CPI pipes, but I figured why not, you know, spice it up a little bit this time. So I had a clean set that I had bought and I thought it'd be perfect for this build until I started putting on the headers. I had to fucking lubricate the cylinder, right, with lube. Or first it started off with WD-40, that wasn't working. I ended up putting on the heavy duty fucking poopy grease. I put it all over it and I was just pushing, and it still wasn't working. So one of my friends recommended that I get a spring puller. This will change the fucking game for you. I swear to God. So thank you, Jose, to putting me on to this. Now I'm putting you guys onto this spring puller, which you could get at any like advanced auto, or you could just buy it online. It cost me about like $3. This changes the game when you put it on those headers. Just like me, I'm sure a lot of you guys are out there using pliers to pull on the springs onto the header. Sometimes you can't get them on, sometimes the spring goes loose, then your hand hits into the Banshee and then you have a fucking huge gash and then you start losing your mind and you just don't want to work on it. And this really helps. We still have a bunch of other things to do. I gotta, bleed the back brakes, I gotta put on the heel guards, the plastics, the rear pipes. So I bought these CPIs randomly. I buy parts all the time. So if you have parts laying around and you want to get rid of them, I'm the perfect guy to take them from you. So I bought these pipes and when I got them, they're like making a noise. Like, turns out I open them up, there's no fucking exhaust packing at all. So I can only imagine what that dude's fucking bike ran like, if it ran, which I doubt, but we're gonna put some new exhaust packing in there right now, get these on the bike. Kind of just tying up the little odds and ends, but she's come together and she come together real fucking quick. I mean, everything's together. Like I said, I did start it for the first time. I didn't really run it for that long of a period considering the silencers aren't on it. I think realistically, once I have everything on, I'm gonna have to fuck with the jetting. I read off of a forum that the CPI pipes should be 320 main jet, 30 pilot jet. That's what I'm running in there right now. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I read on the forum. I think there was like mixed feelings about the 27.5, so people were saying run the 30 pilot jet. Obviously, I'm gonna have to adjust that. It's all pretty much based off of the weather conditions and your elevation. I'm gonna see how it runs when we have these silencers on, and I'll probably have to fuck around with that for a bit. And this was actually the first Banshee that I've ever built from the ground up, and we've got like I have like 3 other builds ready to go that I have to start working on, but this one I have to finish. This is sold, so we're gonna finish building this up today. Roll the fucking montage, get this thing done, man. Gosh, she looks so good. Oh my gosh, she looks so good. We're rolling? Like I said in the part 1, pretty much when we were breaking it down, trying to, you know, calculate all the prices. Honestly, I wasn't too far off, but that shit still adds up really quick. So I have pretty much an estimated tally of everything that I put into this thing. I have a total here of $10,028.84. So that right there is pretty much what it costs for the few services that I've had done on it and all the parts for the ATV to get it to look how it looks now. Now you remember when we had first gotten this thing, it was literally a piece of shit that was abandoned at somebody's house in Arizona, just literally melting into the ground. I have photos of it sitting in a tent, shit everywhere in the background. The person could care less about it. Just the ATV alone cost $2,200. And that was with a motor that was pretty much useless. So we built an entire new motor, the crankcase. Couldn't even save that. The only thing that I wanted to save, because I had everything else brand new, that was another $700. Everything just started to add up. You know, as you're building it, you realize that you forget that you need certain parts. Some things, obviously, I don't have a receipt for. I think, to be fair, it probably cost me $11,000 total. But obviously, I'm gonna, you know, round up to be realistic. There are a bunch of parts that I don't have a receipt for. So $11,000, that's with parts and the couple services that I had done. So that's including powder coat. That's including Smike building the motor for me at Yard Rats. I don't know how to build motors yet. You know, and he cuts me a break on that. That's a full motor rebuild. $11,000 for the 2004 Banshee restoration. It is done.
Little mama, show me how you move it. Go ahead, put your back into it. Do your thing like it ain't nothing to it. Shake that ass, girl. Little mama, show me how you move it. Go ahead, put your back into it. Do your thing like it ain't nothing to it. Shake that ass, girl. Go, 50 in the house, bounce. Y'all already know what I'm about. The flow sounds sick.
So to spice things up, I love to do, you know, custom little things for every giveaway or bike that I sell. So this helmet right here will go with it to match. So this is the bespoke Bonzi Garage 1-of-1 red and white helmet. It matches it so good. So this will go with the ATV to the new owner. And I just wanted to mention this because I know that we did a whole montage with the ATV with another seat. So I put a brand new seat on it just for the photo and promo stuff because this one wasn't ready yet. This is pretty much, you know, a learning experience for me. So keeping the OEM look, I bought a seat cover and I had Bonzi Garage embroidered over it. Now I didn't want to do it straight across because then you wouldn't have seen the Yamaha logo underneath. I had one of my friends embroider it sideways. I'm personally not too crazy about it, but like I said, it was a learning experience. From here on out, I'll probably run this seat cover, but I'll just embroider elsewhere. The dude that bought it, he bought this 97 right here with it. When I sold it, it was still on the ground. I have a bunch of people that reach out to me constantly trying to buy Banshees. And if you're interested, obviously, you know, you can reach me through the Bonzi Garage Instagram. This is what I want to do. I want to build custom bikes and sell it to a clientele that is not scared to spend money. I don't want to deal with the people wasting my time, lowballing me, this, that. No, I want to build sick bikes and I want you to know that it came from the Bonzi Garage. I think this is what I'm gonna start to dabble in more. I had a lot of fun building this and it's something that I've never done before. This was a first timer for me. I've never built a Banshee from the ground up. So I learned a lot throughout this entire process. We did run into a couple problems. Once we got to putting the motor in, that's when everything started to tie together so easy. This is probably one of the most simple ATVs to build. Now I'm ready to do the next one. Normally I would try and buy like the cleanest OEM machines, which I'm definitely still gonna do. As you can see here, this whole lineup is sold. Got a 2006, 2006, 2004 in 1997. This one's original, that one's original, that one's original, all mint. Every single one of them sold. Some of the stuff I post on Facebook, and then there's those people in the comments. They're the people that don't buy anything, and they're the people that just go on rants. But if this isn't a good enough example for you, this sold for $10,000, this sold for $15,000, this sold for $13,000, this sold for $16,500. This is the shit that I want to do. I want to start building up crazy builds, insane motor work, keeping the classic OEM look, but just adding a couple of mods. That way it's like a little sleeper and you wouldn't even know. That shit's gonna fucking rip. Now we're gonna be building up a 1994, which is gonna be bone stock. I've been holding on to this one for a minute. I actually posted it for $10,000 and people thought I was crazy. Turns out this is one of the most rare years. Everybody wants it. So now, after it's done, I'm gonna be asking a crazier price than any one of these ATVs here because it's that hard to find, and you can look forward to seeing a video series with that to come. Before I let this go, obviously, I need to show you guys how it's hitting. We're gonna take it to a local strip by us and we're gonna rip it. Because honestly, I've ridden it up and down the block a couple of times. It's not long enough for me to really get on it and go through all the gears. So we're gonna give it the true test. Yeah, the biggest letdown of this video, I don't even have this ATV anymore. The shipper came earlier than I had expected. Austin wasn't around. I couldn't just not give the ATV to him. He was there to do one thing only, and take that motherfucker out of my shop and take it to the new owner. I'm very sorry. I know a lot of people were definitely looking forward to this, but she's gone. We'll leave you guys off with a nice, 30-second iPhone clip. Actually, about 5 seconds of the Banshee running, but I just want to show you how good it sounds. Just know that she rips. She was a good one. It was nice knowing her. It was nice knowing her. She's gone. On to the next one. Video's over. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. That's it.
I've been feeling like, yeah, fuck 'em. Let me get my bag, duff.